Hi, this is Tim Fantastic, and this is Syd Sirloin. Say hi, Sid.
Hey there, everyone.
I just wanted to let you know how we feel about the election results, and we believe that our country needs a lobotomy because all you people are gone cuckoo. Stop being controlled. You violent people, please stop. You have no place. And if you are violent and you're having some sort of political position, your position means nothing because all you care about is violence. In America, we love peace, don't we, Sue?
Oh, yes.
And we won't tolerate you trying to create violence in our streets. And eventually, it will not be pretty for you when the people decide that they're not going to tolerate any more of your violence. The people will lock you up because America is a peaceful country and wants to live in peace. And we want peace on our streets. And we want peace in our cities. And I really believe, Sid, that our culture needs a lobotomy because you've all gone completely fucking nuts. Get over it. The world is not ending. If anything, things are getting better because we're being pulled out of corporate controlled government instead of like individually controlled, who has to answer to the people instead of corporate power with money. Isn't that correct, Sid?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't think you should all be so disappointed on the results. Let's give somebody a chance to be the president before we hate him. And just remember that all the media that you've heard from CNN, from CSNBC, from Fox, and all those kinds of different locations are usually not giving you facts. Because if they were giving you facts, they would have told you that in several states all over the country, that results in voting machines were not clear. And even Democratic officials said that there were probably 5 states in which Hillary Clinton stole the election. So don't get so caught up in the popular number vote when you realize that it was manipulated by quite a bit. And also remember that, how many 5 million voted for Gary Johnson, Sid?
Right.
It's about 5 million, another 3 million for Jill Stein or so. I don't remember exact numbers, but the number that voted for Gary Johnson, Jill Stein far outweigh whatever fucking Hillary Clinton got. So the people that don't want Hillary Clinton to be our president is way more than the people that do. So just remember that. And I'm really glad about Jill Stein's performance. We'd like to see her do better, wouldn't we?
Oh, yes.
But we believe that her numbers were skewed by bad voting machines that skewed her numbers because we know people were in the booths and complaining to voting officials about putting in one candidate and getting out Hillary Clinton. And we believe those were George Soros owned machines, don't we, Sid? And we also believe it's George Soros who's performing and promoting the violence in the streets. And we believe that because of the WikiLeaks that he's already said that he's done this in several other countries. And so we know it's his modus operandi. Isn't that right, Sid? So they want to create violence in the streets and they're using the media to make you angry. And you're still being controlled by the media. And when you're angry, man, they got you. Isn't that right, Sid?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got you. So stop being a media whore and get your media from many different sources and try to find out facts because the facts are easy to find if you're willing to spend a little time and energy to look for them. And we're so glad that you like Tim Fantastic, and we're going to keep up our commentary now and again about world events. But we'll see how it goes. We'll be the biggest critics of anybody who isn't looking out for the people. Isn't that right, Sid?
Yeah.
Because we believe that Hillary Clinton still should be brought up on charges and held accountable. And the reason we believe that, even as Jill Stein supporters, later early Trump, but later Jill, was because if we don't hold the highest in power accountable for their actions, then no one will ever act like they need to be held accountable. Just like the people in the streets with masks on their face trying to hide themselves. Here I am just broadcasting myself on YouTube, letting everyone see who I am. And just to show you how much it's bothering me, all this violence, I'm going to show you how sad it makes me to feel that people on the streets are so discouraged that they can't use their peace in their heart and their love to express themselves, that they have to express themselves with anger, and they think that that's okay, and that the American people will rally to their cause. Well, it won't happen. The American people won't rally to violence, will they, say? No. No. We're done with it. We're done with your baloney. Take your shit and go away. You know, George Soros, leave America now. We're calling you to leave America. Because the people on the street are tired of your lying feet. So get your butt out of here. Go back to Europe, where you can go and hate your brothers and sisters and want your one world government. We don't want that shit here. That ain't America. We want freedom in America. Don't we, see? Yeah, we do. We totally want freedom. Even liberals want freedom in America. And we don't want you promoting violence in our country any longer. Please leave. Aren't we calling on George Soros to leave
Yes.
America?
Yes.
I mean, George, you need a lobotomy. CNN, you need a lobotomy. MSNBC, you need a lobotomy. ABC, you need a lobotomy. CBS, you need a lobotomy. You need to have your heads examined. And everybody who owns or shareholders of those corporations that support lying and untruth and media sound bites instead of factual information to make you hate, to get us so angry as a population that they're causing violence in our street. Me and Sid say no to the national media and tell you that you need a lobotomy. Don't they, Sid?
Oh, yeah.
It's time to get into the brains of the national media and chop out the dirty, evil, violent part of it. Because it's just supposed to be reporting news and information, not promoting causes and violence. Especially not violence or hate against an elected president. And for all you who are just pushing on the popular vote, so you want California to make up all your minds for you. You want California to decide who runs our country. Well, let's look at California. Oh, energy crisis. Oh, water crisis. Oh, business management crisis. Oh, one corrupt government after another after another. Oh, their voting machines are all owned by Soros. Oh, they're run and controlled by the elite social corrupt money that is manipulated the electricity in California. That's you know, they won't let you get any oil offshore because they won't let you have any energy alternatives. They won't let you do anything there without their regulations regulating you to death. Business is suffocating in California. You got 1 million people who have left California in just the last 4 or 5 years alone. And you're going to let California vote and decide for the rest of the country who runs our country? The only reason Hillary Clinton won the popular vote was because of California. And we still don't even have all the final votes in, and it's not even going to be final until November 28th. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
And it's November 28th when all votes become final. So all you people are so angry. You're making no sense. Those were the rules. You can't complain about the rules after they're done. Everybody knew the rules were going in. Not a deal. Why are you making it a big deal? Every 4 years we go through this. Every 4 years. At least now we have a chance. Give the guy a chance to see if he can be real change. The last guy voted for him anyway, and you still love him, according to the polls, who we know oversampled Democrats by 10%. So it's no wonder that he's getting a 56% fucking approval rating. Oh, because you look at the details, they over the sample by fucking 9%. So his approval rating isn't fucking really that high. Sorry. We also look at all the voting that went on, and you realize that this country's in trouble if you can't control your anger, that you can't get off the street and stop being so damn insistent on your point of view. You keep on claiming that this man's evil and a fascist and all this other stuff, but your actions prove who the evil person is, because you're beating people up. You're setting people up. You're actually having false flag attacks, pretending to be Trump people attacking non-Trump people. But it wouldn't supposed to start attacking back. since you keep attacking them. That's how wars are started, you morons. Are you ready to die for your cause? I hope to God not. Because that would be insane, wouldn't it, Sid? Yes. It's insane. If you're violent about your family, you don't care about your children, you don't care about your mothers, you don't care about your fathers. Bringing violence to the streets doesn't care about the country at all. It shows you're selfish, spoiled brats. Please wake up and stop fomenting hate in our streets. American media, there will be a payday for you in hell if you do not change your ways, because we are not listening to you anymore. No one cares. And you know what? I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. I have to double, triple, and quadruple check anything I see on CNN just to make sure it's real. Sometimes they have real news. Sometimes they say it once and never repeat it, where they repeat the lie 100 times. And that's pretty much par for choice on all the networks, isn't it? So, we think you need networks, you need a lobotomy, and we believe that the people need to stand up for freedom. It's all you have for tomorrow, isn't it? Yes. We want to see a positive tomorrow. See a tomorrow that matters for the people of America. Let the poor get represented. The poor get lip service from you so-called liberals who wouldn't fucking lift a finger to help your very own brother. So you go help a homeless person, you go feed somebody, and then you can protest. You go help somebody who needs a job, get them a job, you go give them housing, and then you have a right to say something. But until you care about your brothers and sisters, because you don't care about nobody but yourself, you angry people. Stop destroying my streets and my country. Right. We're just not down with it. We ain't down with that stuff here. This is America, man. We love each other here. I don't know where you're so angry about. What are you so angry about? You got more than every poor person on the planet. Even the poor people live better here than anywhere else on the damn planet. Isn't that right? That's no excuse when there's so much riches out there. I mean, for anybody living a doorstep, what are you doing about that? What are you doing about your poor people not graduating from school? What are you doing about your poor people killing each other in bad neighborhoods where nobody feels safe, that you can't walk out at night without afraid that somebody's going to attack you? But the media won't tell you about those neighborhoods. They only tell you about the few who die at the hands of the people who are supposedly trying to protect them. And that's shameful. And it's because there's lazy training and bad politicians who don't demand excellence in the police academies anymore. They don't let smart people actually be police, do they, Sid? No. If you score too high on the IQ test, they won't let you be a policeman. So let's get on to what the real problems are here. And to know that the police, bad police, are killing every race. And they're killing white people immensely a lot as well. We're very angry about that, aren't we, Sid? Yes. Very angry. Because it's bad policing. Because it's bad training. So let's help them get trained better on how to disarm people who do not have lethal weapons. In fact, if we insist on the police not having lethal force at all, if they insist on us not having weapons, then we have to insist on the police not having lethal weapons, and that the politicians not have security with weapons. And that's just not realistic, is it, Sid? No. So we want you to wake up, and realize the globalists want you to be violent. The more violent you are, the more you serve their purpose. Do you want martial law in America? Do you think that makes you free? Do you think martial law in America makes people free, Sid? No. I don't think so either. We've been going, we're trying to make our videos just a little shorter. But I want you to know that the time has come for you to stand up and say no to these people that want to be violent in our streets. They are traitors to our country. They do not love their mothers. They do not love their children. If they love their children, they would not be violent. And I'm a strong believer in Gandhi all the way, that no revolution that comes in with violence is pure and will ever stand. You know, and the American Revolution came in with violence. And look at all the trouble and all the deaths that we've caused. If we're going to have revolution in this country, let's have it in love and peace, because that's the only revolution we can have. And the only revolution we can have is insist that people are held accountable for their crimes, no matter what their political position is or what power, authority they pretend or think they have in this country. Isn't that right, Sid?
Right.
Because we can't accept living like that in this world. You know, we got to accept love. You know, love is the answer. You know, we've averted, we hope, a nuclear war by not having Hillary Clinton in the White House. I mean, that's an immediate fucking good thing. You should not be angry about that. You should be very, very, very happy. We hope, and we hope that Putin can, you know, keep control of his evil side, and hope that he is a man of his word and that he can step back from the brink of nuclear war, because that's not good for anybody. And any of you people that think it is, you know, you're nutty. So we hope that, you know, we can get beyond it all, don't we, see?
Yes.
We want to move on and just realize the guy's your president. And yeah, you go, oh, he's not your president. It doesn't matter if you want to acknowledge or not, he is. But you can't go around threatening him. That's against the law. It's a felony. You know, wake up. And these people are going to ruin your life forever for one stupid act of violence in a protest. I have protested, haven't I, Sid?
Yes, you have.
I've protested a lot, and I will continue to protest. But when I protest, and when I participate in protests, I only participate in righteous protests. And protests that is nonviolent. We protested for the legalization of marijuana in Washington, didn't we, sir?
Yes, we did.
We achieved that with nonviolent protests. We achieved a lot of things. And when we protested against the WTO, and we had undercover people come in and provoke violence, the needs of the people were lost in the violence. So the idea of any kind of real change coming from your violence in the street is ridiculous. It isn't going to happen. It'll just get exploited by those who seek their own power and don't give a damn about your babies or your mamas or your grandmas or your brothers or your sisters. They don't care. They care about getting their jollies. Look, I hit somebody. Look how powerful I am because I'm violent. You're not powerful. You're showing how weak you are by being violent. And showed how controlled you've allowed the media to control you. And all you people who buy into communism, you are insane. Look at China, how many millions of people have died in camps because of communism. Is that what you're going to do to your mom or your dad because they don't want to believe in communism? Are you going to put them in a camp? You know, not in America, brother. George Soros is not going to win that here in America. Not as long as I have a voice, not as long as Sid has a voice. We're not going to let you win the narrative. And people may not watch this video. People may watch it. I don't know. I keep praying to God that he'll let our voices get out. But, you know, it's up to you people to care about somebody else other than yourself. To bring peace to our streets and to the planet. To insist that we not fight wars and to bring our troops home. And I want to commend Trump on meeting with the Congresswoman from Hawaii. What was her name again? Gabrielle.
He's dead now.
Yeah, well, she's a high peace activist and a great Congresswoman from Hawaii. And we're, I know her name, but it's just skipping me in the moment. And we're really excited that Trump got a chance to meet with her and talk with her and get her perspective. That's really good. He listened to her. That's huge. I think that's amazing. And we want to tell you, media, it's time for you to get a lobotomy. It's time to change your mind. New leadership, new direction, people that will hold you accountable for not telling the truth. Otherwise, you're gone. I'm never watching CNN again. I'm never watching Fox again. I'm never watching MSNBC again. I don't want to watch your networks anymore because I don't ever hear anything worth hearing. I don't get any facts. You want to have opinion shows? Have opinion shows, but don't mix your opinion and news together. I think have straight news, facts, and then let people fucking fight over the opinion of what it means. But give me some facts, and if you don't start doing it, you're going to die as a media. And the alternative media will completely eliminate you because you are the fake news. Isn't that right, Sue?
Right.
That's right. Well, this has been Tim Fantastic and the Seraphim Mitres asking for you all to get a damn lobotomy, you crazy bastards. Thank you. God bless you. Have a good night. Love is the answer.